Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another Historic Brawl gameplay video. So with Age of Eternities coming out right at the beginning of August, I'm going to be doing a few more Historic Brawl videos because I really enjoy them, and there's plenty of commanders that I want to get through from Final Fantasy before Age of Eternities, and obviously by my usual schedule it'd be one a week, so I'm just going to be doing some more during the week, and it is my favourite format to play. So today we are playing Kuja, Mage Manipulator, who is from the Final Fantasy Through the Ages and is basically a reprint of Inala Archmage Ritualist, who is a very powerful commander because they have Eminence. Now, I don't know exactly how many cards have Eminence. It's not a huge amount. Off the top of my head, I can think of 3. This one, Dragon, and one of the Edgar Markovs, I think. And basically what Eminence is it's an ability that obviously takes place when the commander's on the battlefield, but also when it's in your command zone. So Dragon, I think, reduces the cost of all dragons, even if it's in your command zone. I think Edgar Markov Eminence is whenever you cast or whenever like a non-token vampire enters, you create a 1/1 vampire token, again triggered from the command zone. But Kuja / Inala's is whenever another non-token wizard you control enters, if Kuja is in the command zone or on the battlefield, we may pay 1 generic. If we do, create a token that's a copy of that wizard. The token gains haste, and we exile at the beginning of the next end step. And then an ability that only takes place on the battlefield is we tap 5 untapped wizards we control. Target player loses 7 life. But we don't play Kuja that often because most of the value comes from that Eminence. So we're not going to be triggering that second ability at all. So as you can imagine, this deck is full of wizards. We have 31 creatures, 29 of them are wizards, and one's an honorary wizard. So I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just want to show some of the key ones. So Naban and Harmonic Prodigy are basically the same. They are panharmonicans for wizards. Harmonic Prodigy is also for shaman, but doesn't make a difference. And I will say Roman Throne as well is not a wizard, but it's an honorary wizard, and we name wizard when we play it. We have card draw in things like Ether Channeler. We can do a few things in that, but doubling that up to draw 2 cards, and things like Cloudkin Seer, draw 2 cards. Seagate Oracle, we look at the top 2, put 1 into a hand, 1 on the bottom of the library, so it's draw a card. We have quite a bit of bounce as well in Baron Tolarian Academy. When it enters, we return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to his owner's hand. We can do it ourselves, and it has another thing. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put into our hand from the battlefield, we draw a card. So sometimes we want to get this down, copy it with Kuja. Obviously it's legendary, so we can only keep the original one. Well, we can keep the copy, but it's going to die. And then we bounce one of our opponent's creatures and bounce one of our creatures to get that card draw and rebuy that value. Tycho Elemental as well. We can bounce a non-land permanent only if we have Threshold. So if you have Threshold, we get that twice. Micromancer lets us fetch a 1 mana instant or sorcery card. Archaeomancer lets us get an instant or sorcery card back from our graveyard. Same with Shipwreck Dowser. Naru Miha has flash, and when it enters we can copy target instant sorcery spell. We may choose new targets, but also it acts as a wizard lord. Battle Ravager is really, really good. When it enters, deals X to any target, where X is the greatest number of creatures we control that have creature type in common, which will be wizards, and the Ravager is a wizard. So if we copy it, obviously the copy is going to see 1 more than the original, so you need to make sure the first triggers from the original. Let's say you've got the first Battle Ravager as your 3rd wizard. That'll do 3. You get the copy, that'll do 4. So you need to stack the triggers appropriately. We also do have Vivi and Fire Fist Adept. Deals similar to the Ravager, but it deals X damage to target creature or an opponent controls where X the number of wizards we control. And Poljamar Illusionist is a wizard. When it enters, we choose a creature type, we choose wizard. It draws a card for each creature or we control of that type, so we can draw a lot of cards, and if we copy it, we draw even more. And one of my favourite ones is Perfect Titan. It is 6 mana, and it needs Delirium, so it needs, well, it doesn't need Delirium, but basically we choose 1, it deals 4 damage to any target, or we look at the top 4 cards of a library, put 1 into a hand, 1 the rest in the bottom of the library. But if it has Delirium, meaning if we have 4 or more card types in our graveyard, so creature, enchantment, artifact, land, battle, instant sorcery, that kind of thing, we can choose both. So getting this down, doing 8 to our opponent's face, or doing 4 to 2 creatures, and then getting 2 cards into a hand and then smashing in with a 4/4 haste as well is really, really powerful. And Master of Waves as well is we can get a huge amount of elemental tokens, which for that turn are going to be quite big. Next up, the only non-2 wizard creatures are Roman Throne, which I said is a non-wizard, and Ragavan. Because we're playing red, we're going to play Ragavan. Next up, we have some wizard synergy. So Mentor's Guidance, I seem to have played a lot on the channel recently. it scries one, draws a card, but we copy it if we control a wizard, and we're going to control a wizard. Wizard's Lightning, 3 mana to deal 320 target, but it costs 2 less if we control a wizard. We're going to control a wizard. Flame of Arnor, either target player draws 2 cards, destroy target artifact, or Flame of Arnor deals 5 damage to target creature. But if we control a wizard, which we're going to, we can choose 2. Kindred Discovery, we choose wizards. Whenever a creature of a chosen type enters or attacks, we draw a card, which is great with Kuja because the token copy has haste. Obviously, it counts as entering and then drawing a card. So we'll get lots and lots of card draw. And then Vanquisher's Banner comes down, we name wizard, wizards get +1/+1, and whenever we cast a creature spell of a chosen type, we draw a card. It's not enters, so we won't get double triggers from copying our wizards, but only from cast trigger. Next up, we just have some ramp: Chrome Mox, Dark Ritual, Arcane Signet, Cogs of Heart, Mindstone, Solar Transformer, Ironcrag, Patchwork Banner, name wizards, Urza's Incubator, name wizards. Be careful with Urza's Incubator, it is symmetrical, so if your opponent is playing VV or Kuja or wizards, they can get things on the cheap. Next up, some interaction. We only have one counterspell. It's Mana Drain. Much like Ragavan, we're playing red, we play Ragavan, we're playing blue, we play Mana Drain. But Fade and Homan in the Floodmortar Bounce, Wash Away. Sorry, 2 counterspells. We're playing blue, we play Wash Away. Battle of the Big Bridge, aka Fatal Push, Burst Lightning, Fiery Impulse. Deals 220 target, but it turns into Lightning Bolt if we have 2 or more instant sorcery cards in our graveyard. Throw on the Vestige / Lightning Bolt, Mana Drain I spoke about, Infernal Grasp, Shoulder's Edict, Obeyed, and Angras Rampage. Obviously, Shoulder's Edict and Angras Rampage are very similar. And next, everything else. Endwalker for card draw, Essence Flux, because it basically flickers in a creature, it means we can get the ETB again, and then we can pay the creature, pay the 1 again and copy it, and then reanimate. Because if we want to get something back from our graveyard for value, or even from an opponent's graveyard, mana base is what you would expect, apart from. Where is it? Riptide Laboratory, second from the top. We can pay to and tap it, return target wizard we control its owner's hand. So again, a great way to rebuy ETB triggers as well. So as a deck, it's really, really powerful. It is quite slow. Even though we have 29 creatures, or sorry, 31 creatures, I go for a run of not always getting many of them. And one of the big problems is a lot of our wizards do bounce. So like Exclusion Mage, Baron, they bounce things. Archaeomancer, no, there was another thing that bounces things. But you know, if you're not against, if you're not up against creature decks, they don't really do anything. You don't really want to waste getting them down because they're not massive as well. So just be wary of that. And obviously against control decks, because we only have 2 counter spells. Just be careful of that. But it's a really fun deck. It's really, really powerful. I do like tribal decks, and this is a very, very tribal deck. So I hope you'll enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. I'd like to give a shout out to my Patreon level subscribers. They are Thomas, Mihal, Arcadius, and Adrian. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you everyone else for your support. Please have a look at my new non-MTG content. At least 1, hopefully 2 videos will be out by the time you see this video. Hopefully that's something you enjoy. If you do, please remember to look at that and leave a comment in that as well. I'm just doing it because I like those kind of games. I play them a lot, so I thought I might as well record them for a bit and share with you, and if that can help grow the channel, so be it. And if it does really well, I could split that out into a different channel, or but that is a long way down the line. But anyway, hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you all in the gameplay. We go first, and we play a tap land turn 1. We are against Jetmir, which is a go wide deck, which we are not best to deal with. Our best bet is taking out Jetmir or bouncing him, because they're going to be tokens. Next turn, I think we get down the Lich and copy it. I don't want to pitch anything at the moment. Let's just take out the aspirant. It is draw then discard. Well, okay, let's... Let's ditch the Drowner first off. And then a Prismatic Vista. Oh, it's been attacks as well, isn't it? Let's pitch a mountain. Well, when it deals damage. I doubt they play Jetmir. If they do, we'll bounce it with Baron. That's not a great thing to bounce. They don't have anything X1. That's weird. Well, I don't want to really bounce it. We will copy the Viashino. I imagine they block the Lich. Oh, they don't. We haven't played a land this turn. I'm going to pitch reanimate. We can wash away Jetmir. That's fine, we can bounce that with Baron. Let's get us a Vow land. Or we can just kill it. So have to remember, the first trigger will take out Rocco, the second one will take out War Leader, because the second one will have 4. So we'll take out Rocco, copy him, take out the War Leader. This isn't a... Yes, not a May. Okay, we'll pitch the banner. And actually bouncing our Ravager with Baron would be really good. Because essentially that trigger will just probably kill our opponent. Oh no. Well, we do have to get down Baron. Well, let's swing in first. Because they're getting to the stage, they're going to have to block. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, where we can pick up the Pyromancer if he doesn't die. Which is what we do. You can go away. Oh yeah, we'll keep the original Baron. You can go away. 2 to you. And 2 to you. There we go. Well, we're up against a wizard. We don't have red mana, so we'll have to put away the Exhibition Magician for Ragavan. Let's dash it in, actually. Oh, we already have one of those. I think we just... Well, probably Cloud... Yeah, let's dash Ragavan in again. Let's go hard. And then we can Cloudkin Seer. Niv. The question is, do we Seagate Oracle or Cloudkin Seer? They're both essentially draws a card. But I will dash Ragavan again. Why did it tap the island that time? We do need this treasure. If we cast the Adventure, do we get the Exile, the Virtue of Courage? But I'm going to cast the Oracle. And we will copy it with Kuja. Try and find some lands. Another land. And there is also a land. Should have played the mountain so we could Thrum VV, but they may not even play VV in this turn. Oh no, they do. That was a mistake. Let's go a smashing. Yes, please. And we can Cloudkin Seer now and copy it. Okay, you can stop with the lands now. We saw 4 cards from these, and
don't underestimate it just because I'm friendly. Together we can shift the current.
this will go on Wizard. Do I not own a swamp or a mountain? Well, I'm just going to play out Ragavan regularly now. And we'll attack down Rao. Like that art.
You really make my whiskers bristle.
Is that cast? Yeah, it's cast.
I hope you've got bottled lightning.
Ooh, profs.
I am confident this will work.
I may cast Kuja. Because at the moment we haven't got anything worthwhile to, well, anything at all to bounce with Harbinger. Because his opponent controls as well, so we can't even get back one of our things.
It's time to embrace the local culture.
That's a chunky boy. Removal would be nice. That's not removal. Wizard. I hate the land in this deck. You need enough to like take advantage of Kuja, but then you just end up massively flooding out. I've got something.
I am confident this will work.
Mm-hmm.
New world requires new strategy.
We need to start getting to him.
Aha! A solution! Thanks for the helping paw.
I am getting quite annoyed. Well, that's good. Assuming it works. It does. We have to attack all. I'm going to send Ragavan at our opponent. They might still be able to ultimate it. Oh, we can return a wizard to our hand, can't we? I think I'm going to do that and replay Seagate Oracle. That's fine.
I am confident this will work. Get zapped for that.
I'm going to do this now, because seeing as we won't get... Eminence doesn't work. Eminence only works if it's in our hand. Ba-ba. Sorry, Eminence only works if it's in our command zone or our hand. I can flash in Harbinger of the Tides, but again, without any creatures to bounce, so annoying. It's opponent's creatures. If it was ours, we can get value from it. Come on, opponent. We'll bounce the Oracle. Or if they try and remove Kuja, we may just bounce that then. No, we'll put it back to the command zone and bounce the Oracle. That's if our opponent still feels like playing. Actually, we won't, since we have... Well, we'll have lethal no matter what, but they can play Vivi. Just play Vivi. Well, this rope is going to be sponsored by myself. For those who read the post on the channel and saying I am branching out a bit from Magic the Gathering, I'm going to be playing some other games, kind of games that I play generally, tower defense, idle games, automation games. First video went up on Tuesday, second video went up on Wednesday, and this video should be going out on Thursday to YouTube, so you should have seen those. So if that's something you're interested in, please have a look. They're going to be reasonably short videos, and you don't have opponents, so you don't have to sit through people wasting everyone's time. Yeah, I'm just trying to do it because, one, as I said, I play those kind of games all the time anyway, so I might as well record them and share them with you, and if that can help, if it can help grow the channel, all the best for it. But yeah, our opponent does not look like they are here. But we still have to sit through their ropes. So if you're playing Vivi, don't play Vivi out unless you can get value from him. There's no point playing him out on turn 3. Well, there's no point playing him out, you've only got 3 mana. Play him out when you've got 4 mana, and then you can consider or opt or otherworldly gaze or whatever to grow Vivi, ping your opponent, start getting that value, because we killed him with a lightning bolt, and if I had an extra mana we probably wouldn't have been able to, because there's a risk it's just a whiff. So just a bit of a lesson to those playing Vivi in Brawl and in Standard, but obviously Vivi in Standard is often played with Agatha Soul Cauldron. Oh good, Shouldridge. You don't see it that often in Commander, as a commander, but it's still reasonably annoying. We will brainstorm at the end of our opponent's turn. I don't really need the Dark Ritual, but we'll just put back a couple of lands, I suppose. But we can Dark Ritual out the Incubator on Wizard. Mendel's Guidance is a sorcery. And we don't have enough blue, really, annoyingly. Now we will get out the Ether Challenger, because we can draw a couple of cards, even if they have removal. Which they will, because they're mono black. Yep. Draw a card with that one as well. More removal, yep. Yeah, we're going to counter that. Now, let's get out, because we want to keep up Snapcaster Mage. And Wash Away, which we can't do if we cast Mentor's Guidance. So they have a choice, take out Naru or... Oh, they have their own as an incubator. On Phyrexian? Yeah. Oh. We just hold everything up. They get a draw card no matter what, don't they? Yeah. We'll do the removal version. Because if they cast, yeah, we can kill them both. And I would like them to survive so we can Mentor's Guidance. Well, let's get down Naban. Don't need to copy you, that's Mentor's Guidance. From a graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. So we can get back our Ether Challenger. Do that as well. And then we can Snapcast the Mage and get back Wash Away. I'm not sure that was the correct choice, but never mind. That was probably the better choice. Let's get Wash Away. And nothing else. Wait, why couldn't I... Why wouldn't it let me cast Wash Away? I really don't... I'm very confused. Let's get back a... Ether Channeler. Draw some cards. And that's what we wanted. That was annoying. Non-token creature. Well, let's get out, Kuja. We've drawn a lot of land. Again, Kuja's not really the problem. Go away with all this land. Well, we'll get down Baron. Bounce Sheoldred. Copy Baron. Keep Baron. We'll bounce our Ether Channeler. And then we'll Ether Channeler. Draw a card. Restock our hand slightly. The Ashino. Copy that. And this might just be lethal. There we go. Got there in the end. And 20 seconds before apparently the servers are coming down. Oh, turn on Magavan. And Harmonic Prodigy to double up all our wizard stuff. And we don't need to copy the Prodigy, so we can just play it out next turn. Are they putting a blocker in the way? No. We'll just nick a land. Let's get a blood crit. New. Let's not Chromox just yet. Well, that was handy. Let's see if they want to block Ragavan. Huh, it's a wizard. Then let's get a Watery Grave. Seagate Oracle. We get to see quite a few cards here. We'll get a Naru. We'll get a Ravager. We'll get a Island. We'll get a Time Machine Navigator. They're giving it the good game. I'm going to put away the Snapcaster Mage. They've given me a good game, but it's not over. Was that them just noping out? Oh no, they are still here. There is a Troxer. Well, let us Basalt Ravager. You. Again, we balls that up. We could have done that much more efficiently. They're down to 7. We did a Skitherix. Now they've given it the good game. That makes more sense. Oh, I would love to get the Time Stream Navigator down. 1, 2, 1. We need a land. Well, I suppose we could do it after hitting with Ragavan, but at that point the game's over. If you say good game, you can concede. I don't think I've ever seen that. So they're going the toxic route with their trucks. So most people play Super Friends. Pardon me. I know it's a bit mean. Yeah, we take another turn. And obviously the next turn we can do the same thing because we haven't put the first one to the bottom.